In the game. They put me in, so I'm going in. You play for fun, I'm playing to win. Back on the wall, I'm ready for war.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Denver Broncos. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's Gibson to start the drive. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
The second down attempt there, knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Third down, Corral. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Play action. Here's Corral. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Corral finds his man. It's John Mechie. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
On 3rd down, Corral. That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Called that a very strong gain of 24. Back to the ground with Gibson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long.
Corral looking to throw. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 17-yard line. The 3rd down conversion successful, a gain of 11.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
Rondale Moore.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Raiders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Merritt.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Corral with it on 1st down.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him, and that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown.
Rondale Moore
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
On 2nd down, Cook, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down.
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. They'll try the middle with Cook, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
That tackle by Trayvon Walker. Nice play. He blows that up behind the line of scrimmage.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They run it again with Cook. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
On 4th down, Michael Pilardi on to punt. And deep to return it is Marcus Jones.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them. Well, the gap man coverage on the outside and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Meanwhile, Corral's throw pulled in by Atwell here.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1.
On 3rd and 1, Corral. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, after incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
Back to throw here. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal? That's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
And the first play will be a field goal try. Kicking into a headwind here in the 2nd quarter.
Rosa's kick is good.
And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. picked off by Roquan Smith. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Corral right back to the air after the pick six. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And some room to roam now. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 40 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On first down, right back to Gibson. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Switching it up. Corral going to throw here. He gets this one to Mechie. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 3rd and 1, Corral. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Another nice runner on a punt now on 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to...
And all the way home for the Broncos score.
Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Corral. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here. Over 20 yards. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns. Adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. Straight ahead, Gibson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. The 71 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, here's Corral. He's got the connection to Moore.
And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Back to throw, Corral.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Broncos are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Darren Stingley picks him, and the Raiders are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Corral looking to pass, 2nd down.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
On 3rd down, here's Corral.
And that is incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10.
Okay, ready?
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Got Dobbs over the middle.
Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Right, 97.
They'll set up a throw.
Completes it again to Dobbs. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Did he just clock that? Looked like he tried to stop the clock, but the clock wasn't even moving. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Rosa's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Kicks it on the ground with a squib, taken around the 28. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Ultra. Go ultra. Go 52. Ready?
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. He's going to wind up and air it out.
Oh, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. Khair Elam makes a pick, and the Raiders are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
78 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
And Corral will throw it.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Yeah, they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. On first down, Corral steps away. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. John Mechie, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Raiders are back within a score. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. They start the drive with Cook, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Raiders pick it up. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. Piñeiro now to add the extra point. And that one puts them on top here in the third.
Makes the score Raiders 28, Broncos 27.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders will take over here just shy of the 30. Corral to throw, 1st and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
He's going to air one out. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Tutu Atwell, 59 yards. And the Raiders get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 8.
Broncos 27. Eddie Piñeiro sends the kicker off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
Fair catch. Made at the 25-yard line. The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Going to the right here and finding Burks. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll make it second down.
4 yards on the set. Second and 6. At their 48-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. On the move to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Out of the gun now on third down. And this is Cook with the grab.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, this is the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Ready?
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. He'll have the win at his back here in the 4th quarter. Rosa's kick is good, and that'll get the lead down to 5. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up Sackett.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Corral on 2nd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. Play action here. Corral. A throw right side taken in by the tight end Gray. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
4th down. Here's Corral. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right?
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Corral with it on 1st down. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To the air again with Corral. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Broncos are right back in this football game.
It certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what. And he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is, if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're heading towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Again, it's Cook. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a 1st down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Up the middle, it's Cook. Now the ball comes loose, and the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And great effort. Does he get burned for that in film? He fought through some tackles. End result, though, a fumble.
It's going to be one of those situations where he'll get yelled at about the fumble, but at the same time get a check mark for the extra effort. And so it's one of those tough, tricky things for coaches. You don't want to coach it out of them so much that you take away the effort. You just want them to be conscious of taking care of the football.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Corral. And that's It's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Rondale Moore, 28 yards. And the Raiders are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Carl Joseph came roaring in on the safety blitz. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They'll drop to throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and forever. Setting up the screen for Cook. They find some open field here. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle. But they allow the conversion. Back to throw now on 1st down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Being chased out left. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
10 cycles. Red, yellow.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
Okay, ready?
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Raider D, they get the football back. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Here's Corral on first down.
And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And the Broncos get there and take him down. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 150 left in the football game.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
3rd and long. Corral.
Throw left side complete. That's more. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Las Vegas sending out their punter now. And look at this. It's a fake. They'll boot it away from about his 35. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And this defense will take over right at midfield. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Derek Stingley picks it, and the Raiders are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough, but, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
Corral takes a shotgun snap.
Steps away to his left.
And he will find Atwell. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That whole thing was thrown off track thanks to the defense of Fred Warner. Really nice play. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. They'll try and run the option left side.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Las Vegas,
they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, add another loss to the pile as they drop to 2-8 now on the year. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers.